Hello and welcome to Go Natural English. I'm your American English teacher, Gabby. If you didn't already know, I'm here to help you with your fluency and confidence in English. In this lesson, we're going to concentrate on your favorite topic, listening skills. So we're going to get your ears attuned to native English speakers. So if you're ready to improve your listening skills, then let's begin. This lesson is really important because we're focusing on a word like that is used really often in American English, and it's used in different ways. So I'm going to show you the 3 different ways that you can hear it in natural English conversation, and you can use it to improve your expression in English as well. The word like in English kind of reminds me of a situation that I had in Portuguese, because like is used in different ways, but sometimes it's hard to distinguish those ways, especially if your listening skills aren't fully developed yet. So, for example, in Portuguese, I had a hard time distinguishing between phrases like, do you want açaí, which is a kind of juice, or sometimes açaí is made into like a shake or a smoothie. So the person might say, "Quer açaí?" Like, do you want açaí? But on the other hand, I've heard people say in the same kind of environment, do you want to go out? Quer sair? And those are so similar to my ears, my intermediate Portuguese ears. So on one hand, we have quer sair or quer sair, and they sounded so similar to me. So it really took some practice to attune my listening in Portuguese. So it's similar for you with the word like in English, I think. Let me share 3 different ways that native speakers use like that you should be aware of. First of all, like is always followed by an object, unlike in other languages like Portuguese, for example. In Portuguese, I can just say, I like, eu gosto. But in English, you cannot just say, I like. People are going to be waiting like, you like what? Tell me. So they're going to be waiting for you to finish your sentence because we have to have an object when we use the word like as a verb. Now, if we use like to compare 2 things, that's different. Or if we use like as a filler. So I'm going to tell you the 3 different ways that you can use like. Now, if you like these tips, you can join my free email group where I send you my best English tips directly to your inbox so you never miss anything. So you can click right up there if you want to join, and I'd love to see you in our email group. So, like. The first way we use like is probably what you learned in your first English class is I like something. I like you, for example. So, that is quite clear, but we start to get confused when we have sentences like this, for example. And I just used like again. So like is to compare or to show an example, like this. Okay, so let's say that we're looking at cars. We're at a car show or something. I recently went to a car auction, so this was on my mind. So imagine you're with me, we're looking around at all the cool, interesting cars, and I say, what car do you like? And then I ask you, what's your car like? Those sound kind of similar, right? What car do you like? What's your car like? Can you hear the difference? So there's 2 small words that are different. Do you. So what car do you like? And what's your car like? What car do you like is asking which one of all these cars, which one do you prefer? But where I've seen English learners get really confused is the question, what's your car like? It doesn't have to be car. It could be anything. It could be house, country, family. What's your family like? What's your country like? What's your city like? What's your home like? What's your job like? What's your lunch like? And it could be anything, really. Okay, so that's asking about the qualities of the topic. Your lunch, for example. What's your lunch like? Oh, my lunch is delicious. There's a salad, there's a sandwich, there's a cookie in my lunch. sounds like a great lunch. You guys, I'm always hungry when I'm making these videos because I usually make them right before lunch. So now you know why lunch or food is almost always an example that I use in these lessons. Anyway, be aware that like can be used to ask about your preference or to ask about the qualities of the subject, such as your lunch. Second, you can use like to level up your descriptions of things, to level up, especially when you're giving compliments to someone. So you guys giving me some awesome compliments. For example, I like your eyes. Thank you. I like your eyes because you use your eyes to watch these lessons. Now let's level up your compliments. Instead of saying, I like your eyes, you could say, your eyes are like the ocean. So we're making a comparison, and isn't that nice? Your eyes are like the ocean. Nice. Versus, I like your eyes. See how much more interesting you could make your compliments or your descriptions of people, things, and places? So use like to compare one thing to another. Third, we use the word like as a filler. This is very natural, very North American, and sometimes very annoying. So be aware of that and don't use like too much as a filler. For example, you're really gonna like this lesson because it's like so entertaining and like so informative. It's like the most like informative like lesson ever. Too many likes. But now you know the 3 ways that we can use like. We can use it in a question or a sentence to describe your preference or describe qualities of something. We can use it to compare 2 things, and we can use it as a filler. So be aware of those, especially when you're listening in English. And for your listening skills to improve, be aware of the different ways that we use like in a question. What car do you like? What's your car like? What lunch do you like? What's your lunch like? What home do you like? What's your home like? And so on. So those questions are quite similar, but completely different in meaning. All right, well, if you liked this lesson, then be sure to like it. And I would not like it, I would love it if you would join my email group. So again, you can click right over there to join. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.